That hook we're missing.
No, not a hook you're missing. So you see an enormous tower that's floating on the billowy cloud. It's about 1,000 feet, and the tower looks like it's 100 feet tall. The spire looks strangely like a pointed wizard's hat. The tower drifts closer and closer, and as it gets to about 100 feet off the ground, you see it begins to form stairs that descend towards you and kind of come all the way down towards the steps.
Oh god, it's coming for us?
And the cloud steps end right at your feet.
I tap it a little to see if it's solid.
It is actually, surprisingly. It's wispy, it doesn't look solid, but when you tap on it, it feels like it's solid like ground.
Is something descending it?
No, just the stairway is coming down. That's what you see.
I think they want us to go up, guys. Can horses walk upstairs?
No.
Oh. They want us to abandon our car halfway through this long trip. Alright, guys. The good old vote. Lord Alliance vote. Go up the mysterious stairs or to Golden Field for mundane adventures.
Well, I don't know how we can pass this up. It was apparently looking for us.
Alright. Dig.
I'm fine with checking it out if we're cautious.
Milton.
I'm fine with checking it out if we're just brazen.
Well, William goes with the flow, so alright. We'll tie our horses up, unless we're in an empty field, then oh well.
All right, so you guys find an area to kind of tie up your horses to. Looking around, I mean, you're kind of in an open field. You don't see anybody around except for you in this tower. So the stairs, as you climb, you do feel they're solid ground. There's no handle on the side, which is a little unnerving, to be honest with you. But you're sure-footed, and once you get about 100 feet up, the tower actually is much higher than you thought, and it probably is about 1,000 feet up in the air.
Damn.
As you all continue up the steps, you continue not to see anybody, and you notice behind you, the steps slowly start to disappear.
Oh shoot! How high up are we?
A couple hundred feet.
Are they disappearing at the speed we're moving up it?
It appears they're nowhere near to, forcing you. It's just it seems like as you have been up a couple hundred feet, the steps are slowly starting to disappear. About the same speed you're walking. When you stop, they stop.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
not a
it's
death
not
trap.
like...
No, it's not like a death trap at all. It's not a, I'm going to fall off the steps if...
That'd be a good trap. We all fell for it.
It would be deadly. It would be the end.
I guess we just keep going up. There's no going back now.
All right, so you guys all continue to travel up the tower. Thought I was kidding, didn't you? And so as you continue to climb up, you sort of get to the base of the cloud itself, and you see the large tower that I've kind of shown to you. And there's a large entrance at the front, right in front of you, into the tower itself. And again, you don't see anybody around at all. The tower seems to be empty on the from what you can see, and nobody's walking around on the cloud. And the entire cloud surface itself is very firm, so it feels like Earth.
And the stairs have retracted?
They're about 200 feet below you, but they're retracting all the way up to where you're at.
Is the door open or closed?
The door is open. The passageway is open. There's almost like a blue curtain that kind of covers the inside of the room itself.
Alright, so we gotta pass through the curtain.
Melton starts bitching. He's like, I really wish they put an escalator in.
It's a lot of feet for little legs.
Well, if this is a trap, we already fell for it, so let's go. I walk through the doorway. Is that a hole somewhere?
Yes, it is actually. So as you walk in, what you see is a large tower. And in the tower itself, you see two large statues, and the curtain kind of flaps in the breeze. Beyond it lies a 100-foot high hexagonal chamber that contains giant-sized wooden table, a stone chair, and dangling from the ceiling by iron iron chains are 6 crystal spheres that cast sort of a blue light around them, and they keep the room brightly lit. At the very top of the ceiling, 100 feet up, you see a 20-foot wide hole, and up in that hole you see what appears to be another room, and the tower continues up to the top.
Is there anybody in here?
There's not.
There's like any path that leads up that hole?
Nope.
This giant desk with the chair?
Giant desk with a chair, yep.
Well, I guess we walk forward through this blue curtain. Anything happen while I walk through it?
No, so as you walk through the blue curtain, you continue to see the room. There's a nice breeze that kind of blows through here. And you hear what sounds like up above something going, darn it, why? Not what I want. Ooh, and you hear kind of like something moving around up top. Nope, that's not it. Where did I hide that darn thing?
Alright. Well, I yell out.
Alright, what do you yell?
Hello?
Oh my gosh, we have guests. There's guests here. Oh my goodness. We have guests. We gotta go down. Let's go down. We gotta go down and check. So you see this this giant head kind of peek through the opening, kind of almost as if you stand off the side and kind of looking down to take a look. He goes, oh my gosh, we have esteemed guests. Oh my gosh, very
Whoa, does he have like clouds for hair?
Yeah, he does. I gotta get all my stuff together. Hang on 1 second. I gotta make sure I'm dressed.
Was that a giant?
It is a giant. And suddenly you see he appears to be very old, and he's wearing sort of this, he has white hair and a wispy white beard and a billowing purple robe that has stars that adorned all around it. And you see him kind of reach over to the edge, and he just kind of steps over the hole, and he slowly kind of levitates down. And as he does, just because I know some people in the group may ask, Melton, he wears, looks like bright green pantaloons underneath his robe, and he comes down and sort of lands on the floor right in front of you. He goes, well, hello, hi, my little folk, how are you? Oh, it's nice to meet you all. He has a great big smile.
We answered your invitation.
Invitations? Did I send out invitations? I don't remember sending out any invitations.
Yeah.
Invitations?
1,000 feet worth of stairs.
Oh, the stairs, yes. The tower sometimes, darn tower, he kind of steps on it. I told you not to put down stairs to just anybody. It kind of has a mind of its own. We've been a lot of places, of course.
Is that why the tower wears a hat?
A hat? There's a hat? I don't have a hat. He kind of feels the top of his head. There's no hat up here.
No, on the tower. A big old wizard hat.
There's a hat on the tower? You see him immediately kind of runs past you guys. Runs outside, looks at the top. Where the heck did that hat come from? I've never seen that hat before. Oh, yes, that hat's supposed to be there. Yep, you're right. He kind of comes back in. Yeah, that's my hat.
Your hat.
Well, it used to be my hat. It was set on my head, and then all of a sudden it got so big I had to put it on top of the tower. I couldn't wear it anymore. Maybe I shrunk. You think I shrunk? I probably shrunk.
How
I don't
big
know.
is-
You're pretty big.
You're right. I am kind of big, aren't I? You guys are kind of little. I mean, don't take that. I didn't mean that offensive. Small folk.
Of course.
Of course. You're the ones. Wait. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you guys were the ones. You're the ones. Wait, I'll be right back. And he immediately floats up to the top of the tower.
I'll turn to the rest of the group. I saw this guy in a vision.
A vision.
Yes, in a dream.
Oh, not a hallucination.
Well, maybe it was a hallucination, but yes, I had like these weird dreams at one point, and I remember seeing this guy.
Was he good, bad? What was he doing?
Well, he wasn't bad.
I wonder what he wants us. The ones?
I'm not really sure, but I don't remember him being aggressive.
He seems a little bit crazy.
That was part of your vision, if you remember.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you could quite remember, and I haven't had a chance to post up a post on it yet.
I'm just glad I saw him wearing green pantaloons. I'd hate to look up his room if he didn't have those on.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was
worried about that.
I knew it was coming. So he kind of comes back down, and you see him kind of float down, and this time he's carrying a large book. I mean, a book bigger than you guys. And he goes over and sets it on the table, and he's like, "Yep, let me check. All right, I'm going through. No, it wasn't that one." And he's kind of flipping through the pages quickly. You guys are the ones. Do you remember? The ones. Did you know that? The ones.
To be more specific.
Hang on, let me find the book. I have it written down here someplace. One minute. I'm looking. He continues to kind of page through the book and flips the page backs and forths, and he says, "Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. Okay, so I was on another plane, and I was told that you guys would show up. You'd actually walk into my tower, and here you are. I've been looking all over the place. Why weren't you in Nightstone? You were supposed to be in Nightstone."
Oh, we were.
"No, I went there. You were not there. I looked. The rock was gone. The people were all down there. You guys were not there. They all ran, but I don't know why. They were all scared."
They all ran because somebody else in a flying castle dropped all of the rocks on their town and stole the Nightstone.
Are you kidding me?
I don't kid.
Goodness gracious. Ugh, I tell you what.
Apparently storm giants.
Hey,
Are you a storm giant?
Of course I'm a storm giant. Haven't you ever... No, I'm not a storm giant, silly. I'm a cloud giant. Much different. Storm giants are water.
Oh, which one is stronger?
He tips his head to the side and gives you kind of that look like, really? You don't know?
Not that versed on giantology.
Storm giants are pretty strong, to be honest with you. The hill giants, not very smart, to be honest. I wouldn't really mess with them. The stone giants, they can't find their way out of a box. But cloud giants, pretty impressive, I must say. So he kind of stands up and sort of pulls on his beard, the little wisps that are there. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yeah. So you said storm giants attacked him?
Allegedly.
I find that hard to believe. You sure it wasn't the stone giants?
We're not sure.
Well, there were stones.
I
They
think the
could
people
fly.
were too busy, running from the rocks that were dropping on them.
Well, I think Calolithica doesn't use stones from dropping from the air. Usually he digs under and digs it out. Well, I don't think it's Duke Zalto. Was there any fire and brimstone? No.
No,
Probably
just
not the
rocks.
fire people.
Was a dragon?
Dragon? Dragon? Where? Where's a dragon? He immediately runs out. Quick! Let's take off! Let's go! Hide in the clouds!
Well, we met him a while back when we were in Nightstone.
Oh.
He helped with the village.
Wait a minute. Are any of you dragons?
No.
Are you sure?
We're sure. Are you a dragon?
No. No, I'm Zephyros. Oh my gosh, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Zephyros. Nice to meet you all. Zephyros is my name. Good to meet you. Jeez, so rude of me. I am so sorry. And I have no little folk food. I don't have any food at all, actually. When was the last time I ate? I don't really remember. Last time I drank? What world are we on?
And don't they call this place the Forgotten Realms?
Oh, the Forgotten Realms? I must have forgotten.
Well, I mean, how long are we going to be staying here? We were already on track.
Staying where?
This tower.
Oh,
Why did you pick us up?
Yeah.
you guys are going to fix the ordning. You're going to restore the ordning. Yes, the ordning. You don't know about the ordning?
No.
What? Oh my goodness. The ordning. All right, sit down, little folk. I have a story to tell. He kind of sits down on his butt and crosses his legs. As he does, you see the robe kind of billows up. You feel like, I mean, you get a sensation that you're moving, but it's not like you're, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. Almost like you're bobbing maybe in a boat. Something just feels kind of weird, like the whole ground and everything's moving. It's a little uneasy for y'all, to be honest with you. So he says, the ordning. Giants, we live by a caste system. You know what a caste system is?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. The god, our god, Amen, the All-Father, he set up the ordning, and that determines where giants stand. Unfortunately, the ordning has broken. And we've kind of all the giants have gone on their own, and they've gone in their own directions. It used to be that the hill giants were the lowest, the storm giants were the highest. Well, something has happened to the king, King Hecaton. He's missing. His wife is dead, and all the giants are kind of vying for power. He has 3 sisters, or 3 daughters, and the 3 daughters, Marion, Nim, and Sarissa, still haven't decided who's going to be in power. So, you guys are going to restore the ordning, bring giants back to where they are. That's why they're out attacking everybody. The dragons are trying to, I think they're trying to take advantage of it. That's my opinion, anyways. So, I want them out, not affecting you small folk. I want the giants back to the way they were. So I've been traveling from plane to plane, and I was told, I wish I could remember what guy that was. Man, I don't remember. Maybe I was on, I don't know what plane I was in. Anyways, Kalimvor. It was Kalimvor, that guy. Yeah, no, it wasn't him. I don't know. Anyways, they said that you 4, they said, lizard guy, human, Servedlin, halfling. There's a 5th. I don't remember the 5th. But anyways, you 4, at least, are supposed to be the ones that are going to do it.
How? We're not nearly that strong.
Oh, don't underestimate the little people. Little people can do a lot. You can. I know you can. So where are you headed?
Well, we were headed to Golden Fields.
That's pretty close. Okay. Do you need a lift? I mean, we'll get there in I don't know, pretty fast. This thing moves quick.
We have some horses already tied down there.
I'll go get them.
Oh, that would be nice.
He says, 1 second, I'll be right back. And he floats back up into the top of the thing, and he comes down with a staff. A really nice staff.
Huge like him?
Ooh.
It is, actually. Looks like that. There's a bunch of ruins along the side of it.
I want that. I know what that one is.
You do, huh? Yeah, nice. So he says, all right, I'll be right back. He steps outside, and you see him kind of standing at the edge, and all of a sudden, he's standing there, and he's focusing on the horses. Also, he goes, ah! He falls over the edge. Ah!
He just fell off his own cloud.
Yep.
Thought he could float.
Ah!
Oh well.
I'll go look over the edge, creep up and see if he's actually falling.
He's floating just under the edge. He's like, funny, huh? All right, I'm going to go down. Hang on 1 second. And then he slowly floats down to your horses. He kind of picks them all up. He has 3 under one arm and 2 under the other, with the staff kind of just floating next to him. And he floats back up to you. All right, here's your horses. He kind of dumps them down on the cloud. They seem very unnerved by flying, to be honest with you. And they scatter inside the building and kind of run around. He's like, okay, all righty. Okay, all right. Well, where now? Where do you want to go?
Bowman Field.
Oh, okay. Like I said, it'd be about, I don't know, maybe a couple hours we'll be there. Do you need rest? Sure.
Yeah, we can rest in here.
Are you sure you don't want to go and head up and see, kind of something a little farther? I mean, it's not often you get to fly around.
We follow a faction.
I know. The Lord's Alliance, of course.
That's where we're stationed at now.
Ah, I see. Fair enough. Well, let's get you over to the Golden Fields. We'll fly right over.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
In that hierarchy of giants, where was the Cyclops?
The Cyclops?
Isn't that a giant like you?
No. Cyclops are lower than giants.
Whoa.
I heard about that about you, though. You do seem to be fixated on Cyclops. Why is that?
Well, they just seem so intelligent. They have that weird language, and yet they don't count among the giants.
Yeah. Well, they've been shunned.
What, for having one eye?
Yes. One eye.
Too bad.
Their heads are at half price, so.
Heads? What do you mean, heads? What are you talking about, heads?
Damn it, Melton. Nothing,
What?
sir.
How much is my head worth?
250 to
Too much.
500
250,
gold.
500.
What? That's preposterous.
It's
There's
probably
a-
worth more than that, isn't it?
an all-out bounty on giants right now.
Who did that?
An anonymous source.
That's... I know who it was. It was the Lord's Alliance, wasn't it?
We can't be sure.
You know, throughout the Giants, they all say that you guys killed the queen and stole the king.
But we wouldn't do that. We're honorable.
I know you are. I've seen. I've been told. You are honorable. You will bring back the ordning. I know you will.
Do you happen to know a storm giant by the name of Orknot?
Yes.
What do you know about him?
It's not good.
What do you mean?
Caused a lot of grief.
What connection did he have to a red dragon?
That I'm unsure of. I don't know of any connection with dragons. Giants don't associate with dragons.
Do you know where his grave is?
I've heard rumors.
If you could pass them along.
I'll be right back.
I really don't think he's the goes around spread rumors. He's really not the gossiping kind.
He floats back up into the top floor. You hear him talking to somebody up there, talking back and forth. It's hard to tell what he's saying.
While he's doing that, I'll wrangle up the horses and try to get them settled down. They're in this chamber, right?
Yeah, they're in the chamber with y'all. Yeah, they would never. They're not comfortable standing on the cloud. He kind of floats back down and he says, I talked with some people up there, and the last they had seen him was outside the mountains west of Mirabar.
Outside the mountains.
Yeah.
Implying you can be inside the mountains.
Well, storm giants are, aren't they?
I don't know where storm giants are.
Or not stone. I'm sorry, stone giants.
Yeah.
I hear it's a interesting place. It's called Cluthan's Vale. Or Old Snarl. It's in the cold north. You know, the north. You're from the north. I know, my friend. Don't worry. Your mom and your brothers and sisters still love you, as well as your father.
How do you know this stuff?
I know a lot. Much more than you would think.
Are
you
you
been
from
watching
this plane?
I'm sorry?
Are you from this plane? You said that you've traveled to different ones.
Oh, of course I'm from this plane. This is the plane I'm from. I've traveled many, many planes. Interesting plane. Oh my goodness. I wish you guys could have seen it. It was circular, and there was a bunch of doors. The coolest place ever. They got a lot of weird, machinations there, though. It's really, really kind of weird. Oh, and I gotta tell you, you ever make it to Eberron? Awesome place, man. Really cool world. A lot of cool stuff there. Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah. So this Vale, it's hot all the time, even though it's in the cold north. It's really neat. Melton,
Yes?
these are good people. Trust them, okay?
Which people?
The people you're with, your teammates, your friends. William, Stig, Barry, they're all good people.
Oh, I know they are. I trust them.
I know. I'm just telling you. Trust them, okay?
Have you been watching this?
I don't know. How would I watch you?
It seems you know a lot about us.
If I watched you, I wouldn't have missed you at Nightstone. You're the
Right.
chosen ones.
Chosen by who?
That I don't know. But you're it. Yes.
Sephiroth, I've been having visions, and one of them was about a blue dragon called Emerith. Do
Yes.
you know that one?
I do. I was there with you. Don't you remember?
I do. I didn't know that you.
It's me. I saved you. Well, didn't save you. You didn't need saving, but he was about to find you.
I know. It was very scary.
Yeah. I mean, you were really good hidden, and I was really, really impressed. And I was like, you go, girl. And then all of a sudden, she saw you, and I was like, oh, she's going to get her. And so that's why I grabbed you.
Well, thank you for saving me.
Of course. I mean, I wanted to meet you in person. Now, I didn't really physically grab you, but, you know, through planar, I grabbed you. I was in a different plane, of course.
So, does she have anything to do with the ordaining?
I don't think so.
I wonder why she was in my dream then.
I don't know. I think you have lots of dreams, don't you?
I do. Very vivid ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe. She might. She might not. It's tough to say. Dreams are hard to read. Stig.
Yep.
How's the father and the girl? They good?
They're doing great.
Good.
They survived the boat.
Good. Excellent. Tragic. Just tragic. I tell you, tragic. Those girls need to learn not to play like that.
Yeah, they almost killed that whole family.
I know. I've told the queen she needs to watch her kids a little bit closer. I don't trust the middle one. She's too quiet.
Is that Nim?
Yes, Nim. Anyways, where are we going? Golden Fields? Is that where you wanted me to take you?
Yeah.
Tower to Golden Fields. Tower, Golden Fields. Urgh. Don't you hate it when things have a mind of their own? I'll be right back. Kind of floats back up to the top.
Maybe that's who he talks to up there.
Maybe there's nobody up there and he talks to himself.
He could be talking to a mouse for all we know.
The hat, maybe? Maybe the hat?
He looks down. Okay, we're on the way. It could get a little bumpy. It's kind of cloudy.
How can it get bumpy with clouds?
Clouds are very, very bumpy. You've obviously never flown before.
No, we haven't.
Oh, yeah, cool. Welcome.
It's probably because there's a chance of meatballs.
There probably is.
Can you show me how you're actually flying this thing?
Okay, just a peek. Don't touch anything, people. All of a
Of
sudden,
course not.
Unless you want to resist, he's going to cast Levitate. Actually, yeah, he's going to actually transport you up. So he kind of fly, I guess. He'll cast Fly on y'all. So you all are able to fly up if you'd want to.
All right, let's go up there.
I do.
So as you fly up into the second story, which if you scroll up a little bit, you see that he has a bed, a very large bed, and there's a large chest. On the northwestern side, or northeastern side, you see a large sphere. The sphere, It appears to be hollow and it's 7 foot in diameter, and the sphere appears to be polished mithril with a large ruin embossed on the outer surface. The orb levitates 10 feet above the ground and is just kind of floating there. He kind of points over and he says, "That's my navigation orb. Cool, huh?"
How does it work?
Oh, let me show you. It's wait a minute. Okay, I know you're all good, so you're not taking my orb, right?
I don't think we could even move it. It's so big.
So he kind of walks over and he sort of puts his hand on the orb itself, and as he does, you see the rune kind of sort of just kind of undulates with the color. It just kind of goes back and forth, and you can feel the tower kind of start to move, and you can see outside. He's got windows too. You can see outside the windows, even though you have to jump up to look. You can see the tower slowly kind of moving, and you can feel it moving. And then once he kind of turns his hand a little bit, you see that it starts to turn clockwise and turns the other way, and he just kind of moves his hand up and down across the orb, almost like a mouse ball, if you could think of a mouse ball. When he lets go, then he it kind of keeps traveling, or when he moves all the way back, it stops. He says, "Please, Barry, do you mind just lightly touch the orb?"
All right, I'll move over and touch it.
Okay, so as you put your hand on it, you can feel this immense power. You've never felt power like this before that kind of courses through your body. And you immediately recognize that the castle is 800 feet above the ground. Pretty neat.
So just by touching it, I recognize how high it is.
Yep. Cool, huh?
Yeah, so I'll do the same motion he did to get it to turn just a bit.
Yeah, so you kind of do the same thing, and the ruin stays dark, and it doesn't move. He says, you can't fly, my little one.
Oh, wow. I just thought I would try. This is so amazing.
Yeah, I agree. You need at least an hour with the orb to be able to fly.
That's good to know.
Anyways, well, I have a roof, too. You want to see the roof?
Isn't there a hat?
Oh, yeah, there's a hat, but I have pillars, and that darn hat, it just sits right up there. But it's a beautiful roof. Please.
All right, show us.
Yeah, let's go.
So there's a hole that continues up into the other into the roof itself. As you get up there and land, you see that there are 4 griffins that are sitting on piles of very nice straw and hay up here, and you can see here the pillars come up, but there's no you can fly out the doors. You could actually fall over the side if you wanted to. And he says, these are my pet griffins. Beautiful beasts, aren't they?
Well, I've never actually seen one in person. They are huge and amazing.
They are beautiful, no doubt about it. However, I have to be honest. Be gentle. They can be a little temperamental sometimes. It's their nap time.
Did you hatch them yourself?
No, they came with the tower. There's a discount.
Oh. Purchase this.
Yeah.
Which shop sells flying towers?
I recommend not coming up here on your own, though. Okay? Please. They do hunt from time to time. The guy goes over and pets one of them on the top of the head. You hear it kind of purr. My little one. You're okay. He looks out and he says, are you guys expecting guests?
No, we're alone.
Yeah.
And he kind of points out behind you guys towards the south. As you look out, you see what appears to be 9 very thin and lightly armored humans riding giant vultures.
Do they have any banner?
You don't see them flying a banner, but they look like they're heading directly towards the tower itself.
Well, I don't think I like these guys.
They're not with us.
They look like that. Zephyros goes, interesting. I wonder what they're here for. It's kind of peculiar. Never had one at my tower before. I'm sure they're friendly. I'm sure they're okay. Okay, everybody, let's go downstairs. Come on, let's go greet our new friends.
So does he bring us back down?
He does. All the way down to the bottom.
They still have fly casts on us?
When you land on the bottom, he cancels it.
Oh.
And he says, okay, I need to go change my robe. I need a better robe for this presentation. Well, this is my best one. I knew you guys were coming, of course, but I need a different robe. I'll be right back. And he kind of floats up to the top. Just as he does, you see the vultures land on the southern aspect of the cloud itself. And they all land and land appropriately, very easily. And you see that these figures that are dressed in all bird-like feathers kind of jump down off, and one of them seems to be carrying a bag.
A bag?
He does, yep. And they dismount. All the rioters are wearing steel helms that cover their eyes and resemble stylized bird heads. One of them is equipped with a shoulder bag adorned with a smiling face.
Hey, it's one of those bags.
Ooh.
Do we recognize the armor?
Give me a history check. Barry, unfortunately, you do not recognize the armor.
Okay. They're not aggressive right now, right?
No. Mm-mm. They've just landed on the cloud. The vultures are sitting still. You see the cultists are now jumping off their mounts. And the one with the bag seems to be the one that is approaching the door itself, even though I know I've got him in the inside here. And you see several cultists that are walking in with them.
Hey, hold up.
Emerith kind of walks up to you and says, interesting. I didn't know there was going to be other folks here. Please, tell me. You still have the Cloud Giant here, I assume, right?
The Cloud Giant is here. What's your business?
Business with the Cloud Giant, I hate to tell you. Please, step aside.
He's busy right now. Can I take a message? Are the rest of you guys hidden behind the,
Kind of looks like it.
Awesome.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. I think that, I'm not sure it really matters for you. We were told to come speak to a cloud giant named Zephyros, I think. Yes, Zephyros is the name.
Well, you've got the right castle.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. I'm sorry, I can't... This is, no offense, but a little more important than what you can handle, little one. Please, move aside. Let me through.
Just a moment. Who sent you? It's important. He's had me down here taking messages. You know, he's kind of flighty.
Give me a deception check. Ah, you must be his maid or butler or door person. I see. Yan Sinbi sent me. You've heard of that name, I hope.
Have I?
Yeah. This is the god of wind. Now, please. We have traveled far, came from Desert Valley, and we're here to talk to Zephyros. Please, tell him that he's requested for an audience. No harm will come, of course. We don't mean any injury at all. We just have a proposition for him.
Sounds good. You stay right here, and I will go get him.
Wonderful. Looks back and knocks to Navran. I think this is going to be good. I'm feeling good about this.
All right, I'll walk him back inside.
Okay.
You guys heard that?
Yeah. I don't trust people who say they come from gods. Do you know these people, Zephyros?
He's upstairs. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You hear him. He's like, nope, not the green robe. Nope, I need the red robe. Where is that red robe?
I'll go and peek up and see if I can see him.
So you see him kind of walking around. He's still wearing his purple robe, but he's like where the chest would be on the northern side. You can see him kind of bent over, and you can see his green pantaloons still. And he's kind of going through what sounds like a chest up there. He's like, "Where did you hide that darn thing? Don't tell me that. I know it's up here someplace. Let me just find it." Oh, that's not the right one. All right, this I'll have to do. He kind of turns around and looks down. He says, "Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't show you anything you weren't supposed to see."
I wasn't looking.
Okay, good. Whew. Whew. That would be embarrassing.
These people out here are from Yansi-Ben.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what they want, but they said they had business with you.
The red robe will not work at all. I need a different colored robe. Okay, I'll be right there. Tell him, stall. You hear
Will
him?
do.
Amara says, "I can hear you." Oh, Barry, tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. He'll be here in a minute.
I heard. You see the rest of the cultists here seem to be a little bit more on edge. They kind of have their hands on the weapons, kind of peering around, and Amarith kind of looks to you and he says, "You're alone, right?"
Sometimes.
It's interesting that he would put a little one here, and he's up in the top of the tower. Nothing for defenses around. Seems very peculiar.
He's a cloud giant. I don't think there's much that would harm him. So if you want to send your friends back, you and what's your friend behind you?
Navon?
Navon, nice to meet you. Why don't you send the rest of your friends outside, and then we can wait for Zephyros.
He kind of gives kind of a wry smile. I don't think so. We'll wait right here.
All right, then you just stay right there.
I think we will.
I whisper to Stig, I don't know what we're supposed to do.
By time.